Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be delving into a new series on my channel where I look at customs that I've made or customs that other people have made for me. So I thought to kick it off we'd take a look at one of my favorite customs I've ever made, the 2022 Percy with updated face and wheels. So let's get started here with a brief little history on Percy in my collection. I've always been known for not really having a very good Percy. The only Percy that I ever had as a kid was the 2003 Percy, which looks like this now. Yes, I actually went into storage and dug that out for you guys, so I hope you like it. But anyways, I've had this Percy a very, very long time. I think I got him Christmas 2007, 2008, around that time. I got him along with Annie and Clarabelle. I remember opening them right away and playing with them at my grandparents' house. That was a really good memory of mine. But yeah, I played with Percy so much that he was so scratched up. I wish I had a picture to show you. If I find one, then I'll put it on the screen. But he was so beaten up. It looked like the Thomas Wood Percy. So I didn't like that when I started my YouTube channel around like 2015 or so. Actually, it might have been before that. Maybe like 2014. I repainted this, so I got some green paint, painted over it, and I highly, highly regret it because this looks really, really bad. So, yeah, this Percy is essentially this Percy. I got this one, I think around a year ago or so. It came in a wooden train bonus pack, but I'm glad to have just a mint condition one so I can relive my childhood. But yeah, this was the Percy that I had for many, many years on my channel. You can actually go back to my older videos and see this Percy in action, but I didn't like the 2013 Percy. I still don't like it. And the only other Percy available at the time was the Thomas Wood Percy, the unpainted one. I didn't like that, so I tried my hardest not to include Percy in videos. So let's get this Percy out of here. So in 2019, when they revealed the painted Thomas Wood items, I was like, whoa, that Percy looks pretty alright. I'm going to go out and buy it. So I did around like January, February of 2019, and that is the Percy that I used in videos right up until this year. So when this Percy was announced in like August of last year, or July or August of last year or so, I was like, wow, that's amazing. I hope that he has a different face, and I hope the wheels look a little bit better in person. So let's get this one out here. I actually have a second 2022 Percy. So this is the Percy that you can get in stores right now. I really, really like it. The face is good, but I wanted a smiling face, so, and I also wanted different wheels. So when I got this Percy, I decided, you know what? I think the 2019 Percy has run its course. Let's get rid of it and replace it with this one. So we have a long, long story. So this is one of the most stressful and strenuous situations of my entire life. So I started off by actually, let's bring this Percy back here, excuse me. So I started off by cutting off the face and the wheels of this Percy. This face actually came off pretty easy. It's the exact same sort of construction as these kind of models, so you can just get an X-Acto knife and slid it behind the face and it pops right off. So here's the face for that. And then I got my 2019 Percy and started to I cut off the smoke box, hoping that the face would easily pop off. But as you'll see right now, that did not happen. So it doesn't even actually roll. So this is the 2019 Percy that I used in videos from 2019 to this year in the Rusty to the Rescue remake. It's been through something, so I cut off the smoke box hoping the face would pop off. I don't know if this is just my model or not, but it would not come off. I'm pretty sure that the Thomas Wood faces are molded into or are part of the smoke box. I don't know. They very well could be, but when I cut this off, it just didn't pop off. And I was like, what in the world? So I was like, okay, we'll take a break from that. We'll work on the wheels. So I got some pliers and I started to pry off the wheels, but they wouldn't come off. And I started to bend the wheels, and I was like, oh, I'm going to wreck the model. So at this point, I was like, you know what? Let's just forget about it. So I stopped working with that one, and I also took the wheels off of this Percy. It was actually pretty easy, so I have them right here. These are the 2 good wheels. And then these are the 2 that I cut off. Well, not really cut off, but you just get a pair of pliers. You just rip them off. It's actually pretty easy, but yeah, I don't really care about these wheels, so it's fine that they're broken. But yeah, here are these wheels too. So we'll just chuck these aside. So then I came back to this Percy. I examined it, and I was like, okay, I don't really want to mess with this model anymore. Let's go to Barnes & Noble. Let's see if they have any more Thomas Wood Percys. Thankfully, they did. They had one more. I bought the last one. Let's bring them in. So, I think it was like $5 anyway. So all the Thomas Wood stuff at Barnes & Noble, at least mine, is pretty much discounted or free at this point. So I bought that Percy, and I was like, okay, if I can't, if I cut off the smoke box, his face won't pop off. So I'll just cut really, really close to the face, and then hopefully it'll pop off. So I put this in a vise. If you know what a vise is, it's basically like 2 big pieces of metal, and you clamp them together, and Percy wouldn't fall out. And then I got a box cutter, and I started to saw away. That probably took about 2 to 3 hours just to cut through all that plastic. I will say, I hate Thomas Wood. I don't agree with anything it stands for, but Mattel did a very, very good job of constructing this model, more so the smoke box in the face than the actual model itself. Quick side note, the reason that this Percy is all like destroyed is because I was like, you know what, let's just get a hammer and destroy him. So I brought him out to my driveway and just beat the crap out of him. So that's why his chassis is broken, that's why his wheels are dented, and that's why he's so beaten up here. So yeah, it's pretty much fucked up now. So that it's not really a big deal to me, but yeah, I'll probably just turn this into like a scrap model, or I'll just keep it as it is. Let's get that Percy because he won't come back into the story for a little while, but he will come back, don't worry. So, this is actually the face that I tried to cut off. So this is my first attempt. I got the face off, and I was like, okay, let's just see if we can pop it off. And I drilled it out, I hollowed it out, I tried to push, you see those little circles up there? I tried to jam my screwdriver in there to try and pop it off. It would not come off. So I'm 100% sure, I'm pretty much like 98% sure that the face is the exact same part as the smoke box. So I was a little annoyed there. I was like, okay, I just spent like $5 on another Percy. So yeah, I went back to that other Percy. Here, let's actually get this out of here. So I went back to this Percy, and I did the same thing with this one. I cut really close to his face by the smoke box. This smoke box was up until his face right here was still intact. So I cut that off with the box cutter again. But instead of trying to pop the face off, I just put it on some sandpaper, rubbed it on, and yeah. Let's grab this Percy over here really quick. I can actually take his face off. Maybe? Let me take it off screen a second. There we go. Alright, so this is what it looks like underneath. It's a little creepy, but here's the face. So I believe, yep, this is the same Percy face that I used from 2019. So there is still a piece of the original Percy alive, but you can see there is a little bit of plastic behind his face. I didn't want to sand all of that off in case it would wreck the face. I think I did nick a bit of it at one point. Maybe I'm just examining it. I don't really know, but you see those holes right there? I thought I could just like stick a drill bit in there or stick a screwdriver in there and pop it off, but it wouldn't come off. So maybe that's just my model. Maybe it's glued really hard. I don't know. But yeah, it just won't come off. So it's a little annoying how there's just a ring of plastic around his face, but it doesn't really matter to me. You know, if we really want to, we can actually stick the original Percy's face back on. So I mean, we can do that, but it's not gonna look as good. I have to take the sticky tack off. So yeah, I have some sticky tack right here which keeps the face on. It's really hard to get it just perfect so it doesn't look like it's too far down or too crooked or anything, but I'll probably have to do some more work to it, but that's the best we're gonna get. You can actually see right there, I don't remember how that chip got there. I think it was when I was sawing off the original face, but my X-Acto knife chipped right there, which is kind of annoying, but I don't really care. I mean, we got a really good face now. So let's talk about the wheels. These wheels here were pretty much screwed up, so I didn't want to use those. So essentially what I did with this one to get the wheels off, I think I used my drill, and I drilled away at some of the wood, and I think I also used maybe a screwdriver. No, I used some pliers as well, so I just chipped away at this wood and cut away at it until the axles just basically just fell out. And I don't actually, those are actually these wheels right here, yeah. So I got some more I got the pliers again, and I tried to rip the wheels off, but they wouldn't come off. I was like, oh crap, I don't want to bend these, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I was like, all right, I've already poured like 2 or 3 days of work into this custom. Let's just take a break. So I took like a 5-day break. I came back after school one day. I sat on my desk and I was like, what if I just got a hammer? So I got 2 hammers actually. I put them top to top. If you know what a hammer looks like, you know what a hammer looks like. But I got the end bits and I put them right where the axle was, and I just pushed against them, and the wheels popped off. I was so excited. I actually like jumped up in my seat. It was so exciting. Let me move the camera over just a little bit. There we go. I was so excited. I like screamed my heart out. Like it was quite a joyous occasion. So I did that with the other ones, and then I was expecting to have to glue the wheels back on, but they actually popped right in. So it's not officially, like, it runs well, runs fine. But the wheels, I don't know if you can see, the front wheel kind of sticks out a bit more. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to either push really hard, push it really hard against the table so the wheels will come in, or I'll just go back out to the vise and tighten the wheels up. But for now, it's fine. I actually have, in my new recording studio here, I have some racks that I got from a seller online, and that's where I store all my main engines. Percy will barely fit, you know. He fits perfectly fine on the tracks here, but those tracks are a bit more, like the middle bit is a bit thicker, I'm guessing. Maybe they're a bit thin, like the track itself is a bit thinner, I don't know. But yeah, he doesn't fit 100%, which isn't really a big deal to me, but yeah. So that's how I got my Percy here. Let's just bring in the remaining parts. So we have the wheels here, have the face, I have the other wheels right here. This is, oh no, this one actually got two. I don't know if you can see. It's really hard to get close-up shots, but if you can see right there on the our right, the top right of his mouth, you might be able to see there's a little white nick right there on his cheek. That actually came from me, I think. I don't know how I got that, but whatever. But yeah, that is our Percy. Here, I'll just go briefly over the other items again. So this was the original Percy that I used from 2019 until this year. Completely destroyed, although the face from this is now the face on that. This is take 2. The wheels from this are now on that, and the face for that one is right here. So that's our Percy right now. I've gotten a couple of questions on Twitter and YouTube asking, how'd you make this? It's really simple, actually. You just gotta have a lot of patience. I'm pretty sure if I was a more experienced custom maker, I could have probably finished this in about an hour or so, but this took me like 3 days to do. Just cutting through like this Percy's smoke box took about 2 to 3 hours, so be prepared for that. But yeah, I don't have another item to compare it to side by side. We'll briefly bring up the 2022 one again. There's not really a good way to compare them, but let's go like this. See, I don't really hate this face. It's just, I wish it wasn't the permanent expression on the standard model. I wish this was like a variant or something, but yeah. So that's really going to be the end of this custom video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned a bit about custom making. I am not a custom maker at all. I don't do commissions. Nobody recruits me to make models, but I mean, I will happily make another one of these purses if you pay me like $40 or something. No, that's really expensive. We'll see what happens, but yeah. If you want to make this Percy yourself, you're going to need a 2022 Percy, 2019 Percy, some simple tools, and a lot of patience. So, yeah. That's going to be all for me in this first episode of the series. I have a couple more customs that I want to show off. I have, let's see, I'm not going to tell you all of them, but I have a works unit coach. I have something revolving some twins. I won't say what, though. That might be all. I might have some more, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, I don't know when the next episode of this series will come out. It's probably going to be in like December or something. That might give you some hints. But yeah, that's all for me. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye-bye!